What's up, Part.2 family? It's your boy Chuko Savage, and today is a very special day because today will be the day I'll talk about my coming out story. Please ignore my lip. I'm pretty sure that's the first thing y'all looking at. Oh my god. Yes, it's busted. It's healing up. Sometimes I wake up fucking with it. Sometimes it's bleeding. Sometimes it re-heals itself. But let's talk about how I look today. Because I'm looking real. You feel me? Hennessy on my lips. Do my lips look ashy? Hennessy, do my shit look ashy or I look good? For you guys who don't know, Hennessy's my homegirl. I fucking love her. Y'all probably always like, I always hear her in the background and I never know which Hennessy. That's my bitch. So, you know, she's always here to make sure I'm looking straight. If I'm out, I'll be like, Hennessy, girl, my hair look right. Like, Hennessy, do my hair look good right now, girl? She keep it 100. She let me know if my shit look fucked up because that's why I fuck with her. But yeah, so today I don't even know what I'm wearing, honestly. But I know it's some nice shit. So I'm gonna be a little conceited for y'all real fast. Because, you know, I'm feeling myself today. Why not? Okay, so like I said, I'm talking about my coming out story. This is gonna be part 1 to a 2-part because I know for a fact I don't want to give you guys all everything in one video. I want you guys to be like, ooh, because this is a big story for me. So if you guys watch Dion and if you guys follow me on Instagram, you will know who Dion is. I was recently interviewed by Dion, me and my baby, and we got to get into some things about far as my my coming out story. So you got a little bit of preview of that on his story, but now you're gonna get the whole tea, the whole thing, and how it all happened, and let's get it cracking.
Whoa, thinking about the life that we done chose, blowing up them foes. If I call you brother, better not fall, cause I'm cold.
I'm gonna put the intro right there. Okay, what's up, you guys? So let's start. I'm stupid. Let's start. Where did it start? Okay, when I realized I was gay and how I came out. Okay, so it first started. I was living with my granny. Actually, I was living with my granny. I was going to high school. I think it was my senior year. It was my senior year, and you know, I kind of was like old enough and I kind of was more comfortable with my sexuality, but it wasn't more of me wanting to come out. How it kind of came out, what kind of pushed me to want to come out more was when a rumor had got around about me and somebody else at the school I used to go to. When that had happened, you know, it was like, oh my god, like it basically was like, fuck, like my identity is now revealed to the whole public eye. Like nobody's gonna not believe it because I'm bomb as fuck. And I mean, everybody always judged me because of my voice, so they knew, you know, I was like gay, but they didn't really have proof on it. So when that rumor kind of got out, I'm not even gonna lie, you guys, I was sobbing, I was crying, my feelings was hurt, it was torn. I felt like the world was at me because every time I went to a different period, I would feel like somebody was looking at me. Everybody knew. That was the thing. Everybody knew because not only was it a rumor that was spread about 2 boys, it was a rumor that was spread about a boy and a football player. So of course, as it being a football player, everybody gonna automatically like, oh shit, it's a football player, we must know, because you know, football players, like I said on my Twitter, allegedly be acting like they not gay and they be trying to cover up. Now that's not towards every football player, but a lot of football players do be trying to do that, and that's why, you know, a lot of shit got around for the story. After that, I kind of was like, oh my god, like I kind of didn't want to talk to nobody. I went a couple of weeks without actually, like, I was ducked off at school. Like, ducked off means is like I was hiding. Like, I was hiding between every little hall. I didn't really want to be seen. I was hiding. I remember going in the back, eating lunch. I never used to eat the back in lunch. I used to eat the back. I used to eat in the car with the homegirl, Kiera and Alyssa. You know, when I used to be cool with them, I used to, we were all eating in the car and shit for lunch. And they probably didn't know, but I was eating there with them because it was more like, it's bringing me away from people. You know, we would always go out and get pizza and do shit, and they didn't judge me for how I was. So I felt real comfortable. And I had a couple of more friends who knew about me that didn't judge me either. Shout out to Jamie and Oriah. I miss Oriah, Rayvon, Joey. If y'all watching this, I love you guys, and I really want y'all to get in contact with me. Jamie, bitch, you stay hitting me up out of nowhere with different phone numbers. And I'd be like, who is this? But yeah, I miss you guys. So yeah, back to what I was saying. You know, after that, I kind of became more comfortable with myself. I started to come out more. I started to do like more shit. I used to try to be more active. I think when I kind of wanted to run for prom king, I was like, okay. So what I had to do was I had to come out of my comfort zone and I had to be more open. Now, a lot of people who know me before, like, high school who's been knowing me since middle school, they know my personality has always been the same. I've always been a rowdy person, but you know, it was different. Back in middle school, it was a little different too, because I got bullied for it because I had longer hair. I had a ponytail. I had nice ass hair, you feel me? I used to get called Jaden Smith, y'all. I kid you not. I will always go to class and they'd be like, what's up, Jaden? I'd be like, because I had the braids and the long hair, you know, because I was black. So they was like, oh, Jaden, but people just say he look like him. You know, he ain't bad looking, so feel me? But besides that, yeah, I used to do that, but then that was the class I was chill with because they called me Jaden. Like, they didn't call me any other names. So then after that, you know, I remember one time we were sitting at the table and I think, what had happened? I think I got into like a fight. No, it was at PE, and I used to go to Shannon Hills, so shout out to Shannon Hills. I fucking love that middle school. That was like everything to me. It was crazy. But you know, I started off at Shannon Hills, and I remember it was PE, and we were changing the shit. I really didn't like to change in locker rooms because, you know, I didn't really want to be around all that. I didn't want none of the boys looking at me because I already felt that they already know I'm gay, so they gonna feel like I'm looking at them. So that was why I took myself away. Honestly, I wouldn't give a fuck if they like knew if I wasn't gay, because I'll stand right there and be like, what, bitch, and I'm not looking at you because all y'all sloppy ass bodies ain't got nothing on me, and I don't want none of y'all because y'all don't matter to me. That's how I felt, but that's the inside feel. The outside feel was like, bitch, if you don't go hide your ass in that bathroom and get changed, don't. And I felt like people were looking at me, so you know, that was another thing. I wasn't confident with my body back in the days too, so I already had a lot of insecurities about that, plus getting called gay, you know, so it was that. I remember we went outside after that, and there was this boy named Adrian. I forgot his last name, but his name was Adrian. He used to always fuck with everybody. It wasn't just me, but everybody. He was always fucking with somebody. Nigga was fucking with somebody. You know, he was pantsing everybody. He pantsed everybody. I kid you not. He pantsed me, but you know, nothing came out because you feel me? Nothing came out, but he pantsed me, and I had underwear on, boxers. I don't know how to say boxers. I never knew how to say it. Boxers. I never knew how to say that shit, y'all. I had boxers on, and they were red, and they had basketballs on them, and it was a basketball shooting in a hoop. The next fucking day, I get to the lunch table. One of the homeboys come up to me and was like, oh, you had hearts in your drawers? And they started laughing. That was like, damn. So it wasn't like I was getting bullied about being gay, but in a way I kind of felt like I was. Like, I was like, fuck, like, y'all made up a rumor saying I had hearts in my drawers. Are you serious? When clearly I was pants, so I'm pretty sure a lot of motherfuckers seen what I had on. You feel me? I had these heart drawers on, and I feel like my little ass cheek hung out. Like, you know what? You just exposed me to the whole motherfucking school. Now everybody know what I look like without no pants on. And at that point, I did put, my pride came up. I'm not even gonna lie. After that day, like I said, my pride came up. I felt like I was that nigga. I was walking around school like, yup, I got pants. Yup, I didn't have no hard drawers on. That's when I ended up kind of drawing the line. But then that's when we get back to high school. When that rumor had happened, I was telling you guys about, that's kind of when it's like, okay, fuck it. Something else had happened. I forgot about this too. Something else had happened after that. After that rumor kind of died down. It was still there, but it died down. Another rumor had come. It wasn't like a rumor, but there was talk going around, and I heard it. I forgot who told me, but somebody had said, somebody who I'm cool with now, but that he was like, what did he say? He was like, oh, Chuko said he had a boyfriend, something like that. But I never said I had a boyfriend, because I think he asked me about that person, and he was like, where's your boyfriend at? And I was like, because we were always cool, we always hung around, but we weren't, you know, he wasn't gay, and you know, I was, but I wasn't looking at him like that. And that was how it was. And one of his little friends asked me that in the class, and he's a twin. You know, that's all I'm gonna say. After he did that, he had I was like, what the fuck? You know, I was confused. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, okay. But when he said it, I was like, oh, I don't know, LOL. Like, I was trying to be cool because I was bonding with motherfuckers. You feel me? So I was like, okay, whatever. Like, yeah. And then after that, I turn around. I get to 7th period. Somebody told me, there was this like, oh boy said that you gay because you got this and this and that. I just remember crying. I just remember crying because, for one, the people who I was talking to, I considered them friends. And this is how high school is. This is how I let y'all know it's grimy as fuck. That's how it kind of was for me. So reminding you, we're cool. And I was like, what the fuck? You went around and said I said something about somebody? So after that rumor came, I cried. You know what? I cried. It was what it was. I came out the next day strong as fuck. I didn't give a fuck. Anybody, I promise you, I got into so many arguments with people in the class because, you know, I was a class clown. I had a mouth. Some people, you always got the people in the class who be like turned up and with you. And you always got the people in the class who just a hating ass, nothing ass bitch. And that hating ass, nothing ass bitch has something to say to me, the audacity to say something to me when I was doing what I do best after I get my work done. You feel me? We got free time in German class. Shout out to Mr. Cook at Cajon. But anyways, we had free time. The hating ass, jealous ass, nothing ass bitch had the audacity to say, can you shut your gay ass up? Let me get a brush in for this one. I must have got on top of that desk, threw that motherfucking book at his face, and you know what? After that, he ain't never even made eye contact with me. And it wasn't me trying to feel like I was a bully. I had enough. That's when I kind of realized I had enough. What people calling me gay. I had, you know, I was enjoying my time and he had the audacity to say that. So, as me being the boss that I am, I threw that motherfucking book. Like, nigga, put some respect on my name. You gonna speak faggot, make sure you pick the best faggot, bitch. What? After that, we was cool. I got so much respect. You know, we graduated. That was that. After that, I kind of was, living with my mom. And I feel like me and my mom was always bumping heads because I was gay, but my mom wasn't giving me a reason to want to come out to her. You know, me and my mom was always neck to neck. I love my mom dearly. I love her to death. I would die for my mom. Anybody, you know, that's how anybody feel about their parent. That's how I feel about my mom. I love her. But we didn't really get along. You know, we always had them days when we were like, okay, we're cool. But then there was the days when we were like angry at each other. Hold on. We were, for me, angry at each other. And then one day, I finally, after my graduation, because some crazy shit happened at my graduation, me and my mom got into it. I can't believe I forgot this part. We got into it, and I just remember, like, busting a glass, and my finger was, like, cut up, so everybody was getting ready to walk and shit. I was in the office by myself with all the seniors getting ready to walk, and nobody else is on campus, and we're all over there. And I was just like, damn, this is going to be memorable, because I'm sitting here doing that. And why I said that was because it was anger. I had so much anger held up in me because I didn't know how to come out, and I really did want to come out to my mom, but she wasn't giving me a reason to. You get me? Like, she wasn't trying to talk to me and like ask me. We were always arguing, if anything, if we talked, or we would just barely talk. We would talk about reality shows. We weren't really like bonding. I was always mad at my mom, and she was always mad, and we were always getting into it. We were getting into it. To where now, me and my mom's relationship is the best. Like, after I came out to her, and the crazy part about it, how she found out about me was, I had brought Anthony over to my grandpa's when we used to stay in Fontana. After Anthony, me and Anthony got together. Y'all know the story on that. But I used to stay in Fontana with my grandpa, but then, you know, I brought Anthony over there with them. No, matter of fact, no, I wasn't staying with my grandpa. I was staying with Kai. Okay, so how that happened was, my grandpa was still staying over there, but I was still living with Kai, but Anthony would come over there, but we all went to a little party, and I kind of took him over there. That was the first thing. My mom was like, wait, hold on, who this? She just was like, okay. That reminded you, I ain't telling nothing. So, after that, one day she was dropping me back off at home when I used to stay with Kai. Okay, so when I say home, that's when I'm staying with Kai, and I'll change the shit up. So when she dropped me off at home, we were driving or whatever, we stopped, and then she asked me, and she was like, so is Anthony supposed to be a boyfriend or something? I was like, at first, I didn't even pause. You know, I kind of was like, remember waiting for this moment. I really wanted a reason to come out to her. So when I actually felt like we were in a good place now, because I was already happy. I was with Anthony, you know, I was happy. And my mom started to see a change in me. But I already had moved out from where she was at. You know, I couldn't take it no more. So I moved out from where my mom was in Fontana with my grandpa, and I moved in with Kai. And after that, my mom and me kind of weren't talking, and then our relationship kind of, you know, died down with the hate, and we started to talk to each other, and I always like wanted that. So when that day came, when she asked me about Anthony, I was not waiting at all to be like, oh, I was like, yes, he's my boyfriend. I was excited to tell her that. I was a little scared because as my mom being who she is, I wasn't growing around that. You get me? I was always around my uncles, you know, hood people, you know. I was always around that. So I wasn't around, you know, gays, and my mom was confused on how I was, but obviously, you know, I always was that way. I grew up with my mom. I was always around females. I was never with my dad, but honestly, I felt even when I was with my dad, I was gay. I kind of knew. I knew I was gay. You know, I didn't, like, decide to just be gay. You know, I kind of knew, but I didn't know how to come out to nobody. So, with that being said is, when she asked me that, I told her, and she was just like, y'all don't be kissing, do y'all? I was like, Mom. She was like, I'm just saying. I'm like, girl, I'm grown. She was like, oh, okay. She said, this is the words she exactly said. She said, I gotta think about shit like that. She said, I don't know how I'm gonna cope with it, but she said, I still love you and you're still my son, and I still will respect you. That day, it was like a weight lifted off my shoulder. It was an emotional day for me because me and my mom finally got to get that relationship I wanted. And I told her, you know, my sexuality. After that, I went back in the house. A couple of weeks came by. We was talking. Everything was smooth now. Like, she was always, where's Anthony? Where's Anthony? I brought Anthony to her house one time and we stayed over there. My mom is in love with Anthony. Everybody that I introduce Anthony to, they are in love with Anthony because I have a good man and he's very respectful, and he's not about that ratchet disrespectful ass shit. He's very polite, and that's what my family like because that's what we bring off, and we love to receive that back. So as me getting a bomb ass man, you know, was everything. After that, I kind of really came out when I was still living with Kai. You know, stuff started to come around. You know, we started to chill with Deshae and everybody. So, you know, I was more in the public eye, and everybody was more like gravitating to who I was when I had did a video with Deshae. The first video we ever did is when we pranked Kai and, you know, said that what the fuck, we were supposed to fight. Do you remember that video? When me and Deshae, like, we were fighting in Kai. Yeah, we pranked Kai. We were supposed to have fight. I don't know what the name was to that shit, but we did that, and then everybody was already gravitated to who I was. It was like, okay, because they knew I was gay and I had my man in the video. Anthony did come in there and protected me and was saying stuff. Everybody was like, who are they? I kid you not. After that, people started to follow me on Instagram, and then, you know, Deshae did tag me in the video. People started to blow up my YouTube, and I just was like, fuck it. I came out with a video with Anthony. What was our first fucking video? I'm gonna look. Our first ever video together. We got so many videos, girl. I'll be losing count. No bite, no bark. If you can hear the music in the background, my bad, y'all. But I'm probably gonna put music over this, so it don't even matter. Me and Anthony's first video would have to be Q&A with Babe. How long have we talked? That was 6 months ago. That shit got over 666K. So when that came out, everybody was like, oh, who the fuck are they? To where I couldn't hide it from social media. And my family followed me on social media, so I'll get tagged and stuff. And at first I wasn't reposting. I'm like, oh my god, like, no. This is crazy. This is not how I wanted to come out to the world yet. After that, I just was like, fuck it. I made a big ass post, and I'm gonna show you guys this post. To all my real fans, you guys will know. I'm not saying nobody's a real fan, but, you know, to all my supporters, you guys know. Y'all remember this post. And I just remember that night while I was posting it, I was crying. And I was crying because I knew that I was letting the world know who I was. And I didn't actually go to everybody individually, like my dad and my aunties and stuff, and tell them. I let the world know, you know. I was like, fuck it. This post is going to drop it off. So I'm trying to find the post. The post was March 29th. It got 500,000 likes on it. It was this one. I don't think you remember this one. And I had put in the caption, I wasn't sure on how people would feel or look at me once I came out with this one. I've always wanted to talk about it, but didn't think I'd be accepted by my family or friends. But I put my faith and trust into the man above and found myself. Antoine, which is my baby, I tagged him. I don't know why I say Antoine. Piglet, y'all, I love calling him Piglet, came into my life and made me feel alive and loved. I'm sorry to the people I've disappointed for not telling them about this, but I'm stronger and I'm ready to let the world know that I'm in love, and I'm coming out in a coming out video, which is this one. I love you guys. Thank you for accepting me for who I am. After that, I got 218 comments, you know. A lot of people coming back and said to respect me. You feel me? Respect me. And the crazy part about this is this video, this picture was posted March 29th. Here is today. What's today? Friday, August 9th. What was that? 6? How many months is that? January, February, March, I guess so. March, April, May, June, July. Okay, so it took 6 months for me to barely come out with this video about my coming out story. And when I talked to Dion, you know, I gave a little bit of sample. I wasn't ready for it. This is the ultimate thing, because people who don't know that I have an Instagram do know I got a YouTube as far as my family. So this is to everybody who is watching that is in my family. This is my story. You know, this is me coming out to y'all. I'm sorry if I couldn't get to you, like I said, individually, because, you know, it's so many of y'all, but I love everybody. Not a lot of my family has accepted me to you guys for this, and it opened my eyes so much. I didn't really think I had a supportive family on how I did, because once again, I was always scared to come out. So I wasn't sure if I came out would I be respected. You know, I always knew that us gays, you know, we're not really the most respected people in the world. So, you know, I was like, oh fuck. I opened her, you know. Like I said, I built a better relationship with everybody in my family. My auntie, I love my auntie. If y'all don't know if y'all noticed her, she comments on my pictures here and there. My auntie, I love her so much. My auntie asked me before was I gay, but I remember my auntie defended me one day when I was arguing with my mom. My auntie was just like, if my nephew gay, I'ma still love him. I would never forget that. I would never forget that. How could I forget some shit like that? Because my auntie was the first to actually really realize. I was living with my auntie before, you know. I lived with my auntie. I was house to house sometimes. I was always with my auntie, and my auntie like kind of knew me too. Well, kind of, my auntie did know me. I take that kind of all the way the fuck back. My auntie knew me too. I was the first child, and I stayed with my auntie for a couple of years. After that, you know, my granny found out. I didn't really tell my granny. My granny don't need to be told. Like, everybody who know my granny, y'all know my granny do not give a fuck. Like, my granny, my granny will love me, period, for who I am. And that's one thing I love about my granny. My granny has always been there for me. You know, I was living with my granny in high school for a couple of years. My mom and my mom and my brother were in Victorville, and I stayed out there with my granny because it was my last year. You know, I remember living with my granny. I had food, but, you know, I had to wait for my mom to get her food stamps. You know, shit's hard. You know, I'm not coming on YouTube and faking the funk. I'm giving y'all the real me. You know, it was hard. I wasn't with my family. I was with my granny. It was just me and my granny. And I didn't really have a lot of clothes. I wasn't working. I didn't have my ID yet. And I was like, what? I graduated at 18, so I was 18. I was still living with my granny. I didn't have no ID or nothing. That was not bad living with my granny. I was still going to school, but I do remember going to school, like, you know, with, I had big ass jerseys on and shit. I used to go to school wearing like long ass shorts and slippers. And it just makes me feel like this was meant to come. This video was meant to happen. This day was meant to happen, because I get to express to y'all like how I felt. You guys, the storage I got full. But yeah, me and Hennessy was talking about some real shit right now. She was telling me, like, you know, she was like, you're a star, you know, I fuck with you. Like, Hennessy, on some real shit, girl, I do love you. Like, you are my bitch. You know that. That's why I'm always here. My bitch. But back to what I was saying. I kind of forgot where I left off at. What was I at, Hennessy? Oh my god.
Were you burning?
Oh, yeah. So I was with my granny. Thank you, Hennessy. That's why I love her. So, with my granny. And, after that, you know, shit started to get a little better. I started to get comfortable with my mom. Ended up moving back up the hill with my mom after I graduated. And, you know, stuff was happening after that. It was cool. My dad came. Now, when I told my dad, I honestly didn't even tell my dad. And my dad's reaction was so unexpected. But y'all not getting that today, because this is part 1 to my coming out story. Did I feel like a movie or something, bitch? Yeah. Do I feel like I should start talking about it a little bit more? Or that was a good enough time, huh? Y'all not getting the rest. Y'all not getting the rest until tomorrow. Part 2's coming tomorrow. Two-part of my coming out story. Honestly, it might be a 3-part, you guys. It's so much. I kind of was jumping story to story, but they was still the same timeline. Still the same timeline, but story to story. My life is very complicated. You know, like I was saying, back to my YouTuber shit. I'm gonna talk about this real fast. When I started in 2016, to people who don't know, I started in 06. Oh, not 06. Hold on. 16. I started in 2016. When I started, I was doing my own shit. I was putting up videos of us dancing. I was reacting to Nicki Minaj. And that's why today I will always love Nicki Minaj, because I was reacting to her shit and I was getting put on from reacting to her shit about me feeling how I love about Nicki Minaj. Me giving y'all my opinion about Nicki Minaj and me loving her so much got me up there. That's why a lot of the barbs gravitate to me, not because I'm just gay, but because I love the hell out of Nicki Minaj. I am a true barb. I feel like me, I'm personally #1. Shit, you know, everybody feel like that if you're a true fan. I'm a true Nicki fan. I fucking love her. So, you know, that was my videos. I was always doing those videos too. So that was the reason people like, this nigga probably is gay. You know, he's reacting to Nicki Minaj. And that's another thing. To all you people who think if a straight boy listens to Nicki Minaj and you think he gay because he listens to Nicki Minaj, you are asleep and you bugging and you mad bugging and you tired because you got the game fucked up. If niggas ain't nodding their head to Nicki Minaj, which they do, then you gay. I'm looking at you like you gay if you don't like Nicki Minaj, because if you don't like Nicki Minaj, you must like Cardi B, and then that's when I'm gonna say you gay. Period. Because you choosing, and we choose Nicki around here. Period. But anyways, besides that, you know, I've been doing my YouTube for years. And I got to where I wanted to get to where got me to this point now. So we're giving you guys the story of my life. But you're not getting part 2 today. Y'all gonna get part 2 tomorrow. So part 2 coming tomorrow. I love you, dragons. Thank you for listening to my story. Leave any comments if you guys want to know anything else. I can answer some questions. But if it's too big, it's going to have to wait for part 2. Hold on, because I'm looking really good today. What am I wearing today, actually? Hold on. Let me see, bitch. You want to see what the shirt say in the back? I know these pants is Hollister. But I don't know what the shirt is.
Let's see.
Is there this on the tag back there, huh?
No.
There's no tag? It might be on the side. Oh. Oh. Oh, well, you guys, I'm probably just wearing some type of shirt. I wanted to give y'all a brand too. I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm wearing this shirt. I'm wearing Hollister jeans, Vans. You know, I'm feeling myself today. I got my chains out, my chest out, beard coming in, waves swimming. But like I said, I love you guys. Make sure you comment anything you guys want to know. Be back to answer your questions, and I love you. Go. You guys, let me bring the camera right the fuck back so I can show y'all my fit. Ooh, wait a minute. I got Calvin Klein on the drawers. Fendi on the belt. Ass still fat. This shirt, I don't know what the brand is. Vans on my feet. Alright, y'all. Go.